Off Tap. This week is episode 85, and we're doing the Buckle Bunny Citrus Cream Ale from Eureka Heights.
Special episode for those of you that watch online on the old YouTube. By the way, kudos to Randall for not fucking up the intro, even in a live setting. So, for those of you that are going to watch it live on YouTube, we do have a special guest today. Obviously, you'll hear her in a second. But also, a little bit of change of pace. We happen to be all in the same room, so giddy up.
Finally doing a live one together in person.
So basically, long story short, there's a chance that you're watching a black screen right now with this audio overlaid. Oh, shit.
There's a big chance.
The struggle is real. As if it doesn't continue week over week.
There's a massive chance that there's actually no video and we're not doing a live episode at all.
Also, you're gonna go to post audio and it's just be like or just a bunch of fucking static. All right.
It's just a Charlie Brown episode.
Dude, and you know how you get, listen, I know I have to talk about this, but you know how you get back-end logistics on, like, where they watch the video?
Yeah.
The fucking fools that make it an hour in, that it's just the whole time. Dedicated. That's the audience we're looking for.
That's the people we want. That's the people we want.
Thanks for coming out. Sorry, back to the subject at hand.
Yeah.
Eureka Heights, Buckle Bunny, Citrus Cream Ale, another H-Town fave for Eureka Heights.
Oh, yeah.
Their claim to fame, it's probably self-proclaimed, is being one of the... It says top 15, I believe it's online. Hold on, give us the stats while we're sitting here.
Top 15. Yeah, so this is a 4.5% ABV, and the IBUs are coming in at 15. I don't think I've ever had a cream ale before.
Have you ever had a cream ale?
No.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Meredith.
Yes, we have sister on the podcast. So for some long-term listeners that have actually heard some of the side stories.
I don't think I'm in any side stories.
No, you might not be in side stories actually as we record, but you're in side stories that are told around some of the subject matter that's included. So, here she is in the flesh to join us today. So you're getting a little extra treat. Have you ever had a cream ale?
Absolutely not.
No, yeah.
She
You're not much of a crafter.
No.
Very much a Michelob.
Yes.
Michelob lover here.
Yes.
So, which is good to have a foundation of just bland generic.
Yeah, that's...
You know, a foundation of it could only get better.
Or worse.
Maybe. Highly unlikely. But, okay, so Buckle Bunny, there's two different variations, right? For Eureka Heights, there's two different variations. There's the one we're doing today, which is the Citrus Cream Ale. By the way, not a bunch of difference in the can branding from the citrus to the OG.
No, I think the bunny got bigger.
Well, and they wrote citrus under his ass.
And they wrote citrus as well, yeah.
It was very difficult when we were in store too. The bunny I don't know. What do you think? The bunny's probably the same size.
Mm-hmm. It looks the same size.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we didn't.
But the colors are different.
Okay, well, it's because when we were looking at them, we saw the mini boss and the final boss.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
Which we're not doing the final boss today, but yeah, for those of you who've enjoyed the mini boss for a long time from Eureka Heights, they have a final boss Imperial IPA that's out now.
Yeah.
But the Buckle Bunny Citrus Cream Ale, I don't know if I've ever. I'm on the same page. I don't know if cream ale is something that immediately.
I can't think of anyone that I've ever had.
Never. Okay. But yeah, not a bunch of differentiation between the can, aside from citrus under the bunny ass, and then they also use I guess it's the same font, but it just kind of looks neonish. Which is not very fitting for the actual can itself. Looks way different in person than it does online. These fuckers are ice cold too.
Hey, that little fridge I got, it pumps it out. You know what I mean?
Lord, normally I'm on the other side. Obviously, I'm in my own home office, and they're lukewarm at best. What do I got going on over there?
Listen,
I need to go back and update my last, what is it? Hold on, I actually wrote it down before we started. I need to update my last 54 scores, because they've been shit.
You've been having some lukewarm beers. I'm over here drinking freaking slush.
All I'm saying is for how much you're worried about what this is going to taste like.
I'm terrified.
Okay.
Terrified.
It's going to be a lot better because it's cold. You know what I mean? Cold for
and
now.
We just
I know.
about.
We just listen. I get it. The first is going to be delicious. All right, so did you already give us the stats on this? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, I went through it. 4.5 ABV and 15 IBUs.
All right, so we're going to get a little crack. I'm going to get a little pour. Might not be able to see that on video if you guys get video at all. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then we'll do a little read of the can.
Oh, immediately.
No? Not a fan? Does it smell like dust or is it just like a bad... Hold on, let me get a little... Ooh, that does smell really bad.
No.
I don't know. I get more citrus than I get cream at anything at this point, right?
I'm not smelling it long enough to get citrus.
Actually, I'm going to be honest. I don't know when the last time was that I just took a cup of cream and was like, yep, that's cream, all right.
Yeah.
But
I think
citrus...
the last time I might have done that with anything, you know, I think maybe like a cream soda I've done that, you know.
Oh,
I'm going to do this as radio voiceover as possible. Hold on to your pulp. Excuse me, not your pulp. We're going to have to cut that. Hold on to your pulp. We hop this little cream ale up with mega citrus flavors, crisp, delightful, and ready for a squeeze. So I'm getting that it's going to have really heavy citrus.
I hope so.
And it is hops, so you're going to be in for a treat if you don't like hops, because I know that you don't, right?
I don't.
You're not a hopper.
No.
Okay. So, H-Town, we'll get into branding of the can a little bit, but hey, pretty frothy head on there. Stays thick. It's light enough. Seems semi-unfiltered, right?
Yeah, it looks a little hazy.
It
Okay.
does.
I didn't get to get all that in there, but go ahead.
Also, you know, usually when we crack a beer, we get thrown back to like a specific memory we have of a specific smell from these things.
Yeah.
I have absolutely zero of this right now. I cannot think of anything this smells like.
I do have one, but it's very
Bad.
offensive.
Bad.
Okay, bad. I think of, you know how when you're walking down Bourbon and there's that stuff that collects right there at the storm drain? That kind of smell.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I'm Eureka Heights. I'm in it. I'm a big Mini Boss fan. I'm into it. But are we gonna universally hit it? Hey, this is the first time we can actually like cheers.
Wow.
I mean,
Hey.
years, I can't really
No, come on. Man.
Hey.
over and do it. You know?
All right, here we go. I'm gonna run it through.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not as hoppy as I thought it would
Not
be.
near as bad as I thought it was.
No.
Not great.
No, and and what's crazy is the can didn't smell like this, but the head on this tastes like dust. So that's unique.
Wait a second. Like dust?
Yeah, like dust.
Like-
Not like what do you think it was an innuendo for something or?
Well, I mean, you know, there's probably an innuendo for anything, but
Man, I have to be honest with you, which I normally tend to be. This is very passive. You're not.
It's not bad. If
Oh.
I just didn't have to smell it while I
You want me to
drank
get you a
it,
glass?
no, because then it's gonna get even
Yeah,
warmer,
then you're gonna
even
get
faster.
dust all around your nose.
mm,
It will get warmer faster, but hey. All right, so first impressions. I don't get cream or citrus. Do you?
A
Very-
citrus a little bit.
Okay.
Very, very little. No cream.
No
Nothing
cream.
whatsoever.
But I think cream. Wasn't that a cartoon character?
I think it's Bugs Bunny. again.
Oh!
Maybe. Okay, we've made a little reference to that earlier, but it's neither here nor there. I think that cream. Does it refer to the style of beer?
I mean,
we
probably.
should know this. Fuck.
We should have looked this up, but I mean, I assume it's you know, a way it's brewed or something, because I don't think they're out there making. I would not assume they're out there making cream ales.
It's not a taste.
Just
Maybe
super
that's the
creamy.
haze in there.
As per usual, I tried to start with Bing, so that would have wasted a couple of minutes of our time.
Yeah, you got to
Okay.
stop with that, man.
Hey.
We've been talking about this for a while. You got to get that off there. You
All
got to
right.
get that off.
Thanks, Google, for knowing exactly. Cream ales are unique because they're fermented using American ale yeast or lager yeast fermented at high temperature. Some brewers use both ale and lager yeast in their production of cream ales, which kind of negates the original definition that I read first. But yeah, so it's the brewing process, so we don't expect it to be creamy. But I don't get a lot of citrus.
I get some citrus.
Very little. I get some too.
But it's not terrible. I mean, like first
Not
impressions-
awful. Would I go
Whoa,
and buy it to
not,
drink it?
not yet, not yet. Apparently, she doesn't listen. To that.
Jeez.
Fuck me, we got another hour to get through. No, but I get it.
I'm not a huge fan.
Jumping the gun. Jumping the gun.
Look, she's not a huge fan of the show, also, apparently.
Yeah,
or you would
obviously.
know that we have to wait on that.
Yeah, that's, what the heck?
No one told me docking points.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. So you're drinking out of this glass. We talked about it a little bit before we started here, but I don't think I've ever seen a beer poured in that glass in this house.
No, so these glasses, our entire lives have been in the cupboard. In the
What's
cupboard.
cupboard?
The weird
Cupboard?
fucking- yeah, I went out on a
We've
limb
also
there.
never called them
Look,
cupboard,
I took,
ever.
you
Not
know,
a single time.
I took creative pleasure in using that terminology. But yeah, these cups have always been in the cabinet, if you will. And
In the cabinet.
and I've never seen a beer poured in. You know what?
No.
As I drink more of it, I get more citrus. Should I do the next one out of the can, or you think it's better off in the glass?
I didn't taste it out of the glass. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I guess it's like, what's it like being tall? Or how do you feel being short? You're like, I've never been tall, motherfucker. I don't know. Anyway.
What is it? What is that? You're gonna think I'm stupid, but what's that citrusy fruit that? Okay.
Okay.
Well, what's that citrusy fruit that's like red on the inside?
A grapefruit?
Yeah, grapefruit. Yeah.
Man, I thought we were gonna get thrown for a whirl there. I
didn't
think I thought this was gonna be like a Family Feud situation where I wasn't gonna be able to get it, but yeah,
I wasn't
grapefruit.
gonna be able to
Yeah,
get
it does give me more grapefruit
It
vibes.
gives me grapefruit more than anything.
Yeah, that's a good call out.
Not like orange or anything like that, but grapefruit.
Are the can? I mean, maybe because it's citrus, they changed the color scheme, but this doesn't scream cream ale to me. Again, it's Eureka Heights, right? So
But it screams citrus.
the can does.
The can.
Well,
You
the
get
color.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you get
Orange.
the citrus vibes from that.
I mean, that's that's the grapefruit and the orange right there on two stripes.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, there's a very, very weak lemon. This is an
Very weak
organically
lemon.
grown lemon.
See, and I didn't even think lemon whenever I thought citrus.
What do you think of cream?
Orange.
Okay.
When you think of citrus,
Yeah, well, when I thought of citrus and saw this, I thought orange. I didn't think lemon.
yeah. No, I usually
Definitely didn't think grapefruit.
No, but now that you say it,
I don't really.
but I don't know what's going on today. But as you said it, it is very grapefruit.
Yeah, it is. But I don't usually when I think citrus, I don't really think lemon either.
Either,
No.
Yeah, you're right. When I hear citrus out loud, because here's the thing too, beers usually are like that. If it's lime, it's a lime, like it's lime, whatever. Or if it's lemon, whatever, it's like lemon tart, right? We did that or whatever.
Yeah.
Like whenever I hear citrus, that's just generic orange. It's not anything else, right? I guess grapefruit would be played in there, but you get what I'm saying.
Well, they're
They
all
don't-
citrus, but yeah, no.
No. Yeah, they all fall in the genome or whatever. that,
There's a genome.
whatever.
They're all in the family.
So not a lot. I mean, again, if you're familiar with Eureka Heights and maybe you've done a regular Buckle Bunny, it's basically the same exact thing, but the color scheme's changed a little bit. They're not super attractive cans. How do you feel about Eureka Heights? Like, I love the mini boss theme, right, with like the 8-bit or maybe 16, but like 8-bit pixelated characters.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's a completely different.
I like the can.
No, okay, but does it draw you, like, if you weren't here today, and I know that you don't venture out much, we talked about the old, no, I'm saying venture out in your beer selections, right?
Yeah.
So if you just saw, like, would you be attracted enough to this can to pick it? I don't remember who picked it. Did you pick it? I think we kind of collected
Well, we were all there, and I said, yes, get that one.
it. Okay. And what made you okay with yes, get that one? Aside from the fact that the other ones were just terrible that we made.
Well, it sounded better, but clearly,
Not a fan?
Sounded like the better option.
it sounded better, yeah.
Okay. So I like the I guess the color scheme is the same throughout all of Eureka
Oh, yeah,
Heights.
because it's the same with the mini boss. It's just a different character.
But yeah, the mini boss character's always been cool. The final boss can is pretty sweet.
Is that supposed to be a hop?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
it
call.
is.
Nice.
Wow.
I know what they are. I'm just not a fan.
No, I get it, but I honestly, until you said that, I was like, I mean, fuck, I guess. I didn't never put two and two together.
Yeah, me either actually.
Yeah, so
Is
good
that
call.
on the mini boss? Is that a mini one holding a mini one?
Correct.
Yep.
Because
Oh,
one's
wow.
got to be the mini and one's got to be the boss.
And then they took the big boss that's not this mini, and they blew it up for the final boss over here.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad you
They
walked
just,
us
they
through
just
that.
did a zoom in on him.
Good lord. I mean, it's the same damn graphic. But, so, yes, what I was meaning to say was the color scheme follows the same as most other Eureka Heights. I'm just not super attracted to Eureka Heights cans. Like, I don't think, and if I didn't know it was Eureka Heights, which I like a lot of their beers because I've just come across them, I don't think I would be like, this is the one that I want to drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It definitely wouldn't be my first option, I guess. Just by the can, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with that.
How close is that bunny to a peep? I'm not super familiar with it.
Super close.
Pretty close?
Like
Okay.
if you just threw that tail on the opposite side and put some dots on this side, it would be a peep.
Okay.
I wonder if that's what they're going for.
That probably. I mean, everybody. Well, the reason, because again, we talk about branding a lot. The reason is because that's relatable. The peep is, obviously.
Yeah.
Definitely
I
doesn't
don't know
taste like it.
I don't. You do like Peeps?
I love peeps.
Oh god,
What?
I'm not a big fan.
I love
No.
peeps. Yes,
So
What,
a couple
what,
of
do you
things.
just love marshmallow?
I do. I love the peeps. All the peeps. Love the peeps.
Ah, yes. Okay. So she likes peeps, all the peeps, and the peeps.
Well, they have like a bunch of flavors now.
I thought they were all like. I thought the flavor thing was like bullshit. I thought they were like They're different colors, but they're all the same.
No, there's like birthday cake Peeps.
What?
That's because you people. Next time,
We
if I have to
Peeps?
try
Whoa,
this,
okay,
y'all are
hold on.
trying Peeps.
Ooh,
Oh,
I don't know if I can make it through
Oh.
that.
Mm,
Listen, okay, do a couple things I want to say. One, if you enjoy Peeps that much, then basically your evaluation of this is a moot point because I don't know if we can trust what you have to say. That's
because I
number
like
one.
Peeps.
Yeah, people that like Peeps. I'm sure it's a very small demographic. There's gonna be like 5 people out there.
Oh,
eating,
should I
probably.
not? I'm sure. Because I like that. I told you
I just
that this exact thing was going to happen.
okay. I'm just,
And I said I like Peeps. And now it's a very small demographic. Do you know how popular Peeps are?
no, I mean I get, but I think there's like gotta be like what 50 people consuming them. Actually, here's the thing about a Peep is
Please
that
tell us.
listen, I don't
Tell
know
us
this
the thing
to be
about
true,
the
but
Peep.
I feel like more Peeps get purchased than consumed.
Maybe.
Okay.
well, I would say that's probably valid for a lot of things.
Really though? Like
Case in point.
okay, maybe
I mean-
if you bought this, you would give them away, but they would still be
Or-
consumed. Like I've thrown a lot of Peeps away.
I immediately went to like Halloween candy.
Yeah,
You know how much Halloween candy's purchased and not eaten.
That's
a
true.
good point. That's a good point.
You know,
So
except for the pumpkin Reese's, those are always getting eaten.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
what? So do you, okay?
I love pumpkin.
I do too. They're not as good as the eggs, right? If we're talking about Easter time.
It's literally okay.
Hey, you know what? One thing, real quick. We actually kind of half-ass, not unfortunately, but by random happenstance, maybe planned this semi-correctly. Isn't Easter right around the corner?
It is.
Pretty
Damn.
close, yeah. Pretty
So,
close.
obviously, our planning's usually not great. We're like, 3 months later, we're like, all right, Christmas is over, but here's our holiday ale.
Yeah.
And now we're doing it before, so that's great. So Peeps, is there a certain version? I want to keep going down this rabbit hole for a second.
I don't understand why I know you know they like Peeps.
No, I mean that's great. Yeah, I know we
Do you have
established that.
Do you have a favorite flavor?
Yeah,
though?
that's where I was going.
I really like the birthday cake ones,
Oh,
but
you're a
they're
big birthday
limited.
cake.
Yeah, I
So
love birthday
you just
cake.
love birthday cake in general.
But they're
Mm.
birthday
Oh, we
cake
still have
flavor.
cake pops.
We do still have
Sorry.
cake pops.
Mm.
They're going off trail
shit.
again. We should
Um,
have had this paired with a cake. pop.
damn.
Oh God.
And we've talked about pairings before too.
You think this would have paired with a cake ball though?
I do.
Anything's gonna pair with those delicious things.
That and also I do think it would fit because this is mellow enough and the citrus isn't overwhelming.
I think it
think
would
I-
make it more bearable for me to drink it if I had a cake.
I mean, obviously, I don't like not enjoy it, but like, yeah, I think a cake ball would be. We should do. We've talked about this like maybe off pod about having more pairing option or what it would go. Would we do the WWYBD, but like, what would you be eating maybe?
Usually, whenever I'm drinking beer though, I just immediately want like chicken tenders.
But see,
Something like really
yeah,
fried.
fucking hot wings and cheese dip.
Yeah.
But I would say
Yeah,
that
pretty much.
this is different though. I don't think I would want this with. Do you
I would want it with a sweet.
Yes, I
Something
agree.
sweet.
I agree. Like a
That's
cake
really
ball.
odd.
Really? Yeah,
To me.
I don't normally do that. I normally want beer
Well,
with savory
that's-
things. I want
Oh God.
I
Is that
want
good to
normal.
go?
Worse than just the can itself?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's like
Oh,
Magnum
wow.
and it's hot.
What?
Oh,
like a-
Okay.
Oh no. That's
Um,
bad.
I don't normally like when I want beer, it is like salty, like sports related.
But it's a different kind of beer though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think this was one of the first ones where I would actually enjoy it probably with a cake ball more than anything.
Yeah,
Or a cake in general. So birthday cake is your favorite Peep.
love them all. Love that one.
How what are the OG like the yellow?
Oh, they're still there, but they change them though. So now they have these, but then they have the ones that are like
that sit up birthday.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
They
What's
sit up
The
for
Well, you know
fucking
what?
swan.
It's
What
like,
is it?
it's like flat, and then it's got
Yeah,
its
like
body,
sits
and then its head. You know what I
sits
mean?
up vertical a little bit.
Yeah, it's like it's. I don't know how to.
Whenever you eat a peep, do you go head first?
Yes.
Rip the head off?
Yeah.
Is there a reason? Like it's just because it's easier to do that,
I
or
don't know. Most of the time, I just usually pick it up out of that package that it's so damn hard to get it out of, and that's how I eat it.
Because sometimes I want, like you said, like gummy bears, I would do that. You
I
know,
love gummy bears.
I'd go head first if I was gonna multi-bite it. And I think that's just because like it's my instinct to just want to kill something.
I've
Like
never.
that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like human nature.
That is
Yeah.
not why I do that.
I mean, yeah.
If we were eating animals whole, we'd go head first. I bet.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
No.
Do you want to do
Like
the
if
flag thing again?
No. But if you guys need some education on where the meat's located, actually.
I'm just saying I wouldn't go head first now that I know where the.
Okay, but what
But
I'm
that's
saying
like the
is,
kill shot, though, is what I'm saying.
But what I'm
Oh, because he's talking about murder and you're talking about eating.
Well,
No,
I
I'm talking
don't want to specify that it's murder. Let's
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
good God.
What I'm
sorry.
saying is
No need to
like
conviction.
I'm
This is on
sorry.
tape.
I just think it's. I mean, it's kind of a gruesome thing to think about, obviously, but
What?
I just think like animal shaped candies or snacks. I always go for the head for some reason.
So you're not correlating it to like if we were real animals again and we were eating something in the wild.
I mean, sure, it's like an instinctual thing. Is
Yeah.
what I mean, but like also, I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna eat the butt off of the.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how I like my peeps? Ass first. Just straight up.
That's what I'm saying. You know.
Alright, so real quick, let's get back. Okay, so but I have two questions. One, is the peep it's like if you get yellow peeps, are they always the OG? Like the just regular marshmallow?
Flavoring wise.
Or can you get yellow
I'm sure
birthday
they
cake?
have. No, the birthday cake ones look like confetti cake. I think.
Okay.
What I'm remembering in my mind. I haven't
Hey,
bought any
we got
this year.
Google in front
I
of us.
haven't bought any this
Don't
year.
be scared. Okay, so so you like the birthday cake and they look like confetti, funfetti.
Well, like yes,
Okay.
maybe not exact. You know, he's gonna hold me to it if it.
No. I'm not.
No, we just
Because
like.
I
to
have no
know.
idea.
That's the thing.
Because I don't know. Look, Peep's birthday cake. Oh.
Yes.
But see, this might be a birthday cake that looks like a Peep.
No.
Oh, you're right. They are kind of funfetti-ish.
Yeah.
Let's get some images up here.
They're so delicious.
Oh yeah, they are. Okay. So I would probably enjoy this. I'm not a big marshmallow guy in general.
Yeah.
Especially when they make, I guess a Peep is just a marshmallow covered in colored sugar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't like when they incorporate marshmallow into like, they're like, oh, marshmallow, cracker, nougat covered in chocolate. I'm out.
Oh, but I do like that one dipped in white chocolate. It's delicious.
Jesus, how do you get them dipped in white chocolate?
I have to melt the chocolate at home. I don't buy it like that.
Okay.
I melt my own
Okay.
white chocolate.
Golly,
Dip it.
I didn't plan to go full send on this entire thing, but we
I'm
gotta keep
sorry.
going. No, this is great. So if you get a birthday cake one, it has to be, it's always gonna look like this. You can't get a yellow one like that.
No.
Okay.
Not that I've seen, like a birthday cake flavored one, but it's yellow.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, so what are I'm gonna pull it up because Google's our friend here on what, like can you get, what other flavors are there? Are you aware of those or do you not?
I don't know them all, but there is a gazillion from when we grew up.
Okay. Because I guess I only realized that there was just an OG. I knew there were a bunch of different colors, but I thought it was the
No,
same
but now
shit
they're
on the
making
inside.
new flavors.
Okay, see, I don't know if that would really change it for me. Where are you at on that? Would that change it for you? Because the marshmallow is what gets me.
Birthday cake, Bob. It's birthday cake.
No, well, I mean, I'm not like a huge marshmallow hater, but also I don't.
They have a
wanna-
Dr. Pepper one.
What
Oh,
the?
now hold
Did
on.
you just
now.
see that?
Hold on, look, we're on the old Webby here, the old site. Products. Slamming. Here's what's so funny to me. Did you just see that? Did it say seasonal on there? No
Rice
shit.
Krispie treat.
Blue raspberry
that-
icy?
That would no. I mean, it makes sense for them to have seasonal ones.
Once a year? Nobody's eating Peeps in the fucking summer.
They do. I think
No.
they sell them a little bit more now, not just at Easter.
Look, they do have them dipped in chocolate.
I didn't,
So,
I didn't see that one. I
Alright,
didn't know that was.
I don't. I have so many things that I gotta remember.
Did
to
you
get.
not know they made different Peeps?
No, I thought they came in different
Oh,
colors.
because they don't sell them at Costco.
Possibly.
Yeah,
If they
that's
sold
it.
them, I mean, who needs a duffel bag of Peeps?
That is it.
All right,
A
well,
duffel bag?
No.
that's what they would come in
No,
at Costco.
I can only eat
They
a
would come in
couple.
a 55-gallon drum. Of
I can.
fucking
I just.
Sure.
I made that comment because that's the only place you shop.
Oh,
You
look,
could
look.
show up to your neighborhood with a duffel bag. Of,
Oh,
So there are season Christmas, Easter,
Oh, yeah.
Halloween. That's
you,
cool.
You would show up with a duffel bag of Peeps to your neighborhood and be like, "Hey guys, I got them for everybody," and they'd be like, "No thanks."
No, we're good. We're good. So, all right. So, I think the color. We're gonna look, but I think the color does correlate to the actual Peep innards, if you will. But we know Peep is dipping them in chocolate. I got you. Just stay with me here.
I
know
haven't
Peeps-
seen those.
I know Peeps are dipping them in chocolate, but what possessed you to say? You
Well,
know what?
because
bet you I'm gonna roll this
I
bitch
like
in.
white chocolate better.
No, I know, but what in your mind was like? Oh, I'm gonna roll this. bitch.
It's a marshmallow dipped in chocolate. Hello, it's like it goes together.
I get it. Kind of like it. Okay.
Yeah.
And so,
Ooh.
how were the
Ooh,
ones?
now, hold on. Have you ever made a Peeps s'more before?
I've not.
Oh
How
my
good that would be
God.
with
Dude, a
white
birthday
chocolate and a
cake?
birthday cake one.
And then would you
Oh,
use graham
yeah.
cracker or would you use
Golden
something else?
Oreos.
Oh my
God.
God.
Damn. Just
I would
hey, not even a thought. Just
listen. I would scrape the cream out though.
oh hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the cream anyway.
I
But
don't
yeah.
either. But I would
But
use
that
the golden
cookie.
Oreo cookies.
I see. Whenever you said that, I immediately thought
To
golden Oreo,
Cream.
the chocolate,
Chocolate.
and then another golden
no,
Oreo on top.
no.
I was like, my God,
That's
the
too
sugar.
much.
That
Too
is,
much.
but I love the confidence there. That was, I would have sat
Golden
here for the
Oreo.
next in silence for the next like 2 minutes, going, I guess we'll just go with a graham cracker. But
Yeah.
it was like golden Oreo,
Golden Oreo.
obviously. I don't even I forget about that.
Or maybe a
shit.
shortbread cookie, but definitely golden Oreo.
You think Oreo would have a good business model if they ever sold like just the cookie?
Yes, I love
Oh,
that.
I agree.
for-
Or if they did it like Dunkaroos and put their cream stuff on the side.
Ooh.
You know, like, because they
giving
do.
away all of our good ideas. She doesn't.
Well, you know,
too.
they do like
Yeah, we're
birthday
doing it.
cake. They do birthday cake Oreos too.
Did they
Okay.
do birthday cake Dunkaroos? Is that what you're saying?
They do cupcake Dunkaroos. But
Oh.
if you did, okay,
Go.
I have kids, so we have a lot of snacks. But anyways, so like, if they did just the cookie and then the innards that taste like that, you could just dip to your own.
liking. Because
Raisin.
I don't like a lot of cream.
I don't
A lot of
either.
people are like, oh, double, triple stuff, and I'm like, I don't like
No.
stuff.
I
like the thins. I
Yeah,
like thins.
the thins.
And that's what
But
makes
they
me.
only make the thins in the mint and the
Yeah,
regular.
and the regular. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's true.
they don't do any other ones.
But I don't venture out much when it comes to Oreos. It's just the OG for me.
Oh, do you know the Oreos made a more flavor one?
Am I
time?
allowed to open
Oh
this
yeah,
back
yeah,
up?
go send it.
Well, I'm trying to.
You're
get
probably
it.
just trying to get through
I
it.
am. And I am.
Okay. Well, okay, so real quick.
Oreos makes a s'mores flavor that's pretty legit.
I've never
Yes.
had, but they
I
make some weird,
haven't had it though.
Yeah, it's good.
they make a bunch of weird flavors though too, right?
They do. They
Okay.
you talking about seasonal? Oreos are seasonal as hell too.
No, but I meant like weird, like
Not like
roast
Peeps,
beef
though.
and cabbage kind of thing. They got some
Oh.
weird ones too.
Wow.
We're gonna look them
Roast
up in a
beef and
minute. I'm pretty
cabbage
sure in other
Oreo?
countries they got some weird ones.
Well, okay. Well, there's stuff like that for everything. Though.
Yeah.
Not like Peeps.
I'm sure. There's a good chance that over in Japan they got like sushi flavored Peeps,
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna need to, like dried shrimp, a dried shrimp
seaweed wrap,
Oreo Peeps.
wrapped in
So-
seaweed.
Yeah. So I want to get back to Peeps, but
Okay.
this is why I know that Oreos would work in just the cracker for a number of reasons. One, because I think the thins is basically them saying, "Can we get away with just selling the cracker?"
Yeah.
It's the
But
gateway.
then
Yeah.
why did you just make it in 2 flavors?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Which they need the OG flavor because
Yeah,
that's Oreo.
But I so that makes me think there's a lot of people that would just buy the cracker, but also for people that bake, right? Like a lot of times when you're
That's
getting
what
you're
I'm saying.
disassembling, right?
Yeah.
Dirt cakes and stuff like that.
Or
You're
if-
disassembling. If you could just buy the cracker,
Or if you want to make a Peeps s'more
That would save so
with
much
just the cracker.
Huh?
Or if you want to make a Peeps s'more with
Yes.
just the cracker.
because
a
you
white
just now
chocolate-
realize that your sister is a little bit psychotic.
A
and
white
would make that.
chocolate birthday peep Oreo s'more.
Yeah.
Right, that's a collab from hell right there.
You can't tell me that though that doesn't sound good.
And no, it sounds phenomenal. I almost feel like they should be manufactured. Like we always give away our ideas, and you just added to the bucket.
Yeah.
We were making millions for the 5 people that lived there. Okay? Right. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you could get Oreo, I think that's a Nabisco product, right? If you could get them to collab with Peeps and collab with Hershey's with the white chocolate, they could put out a s'mores product that was birthday cake, white chocolate.
People would buy that.
Are they vanilla Oreos? What are they, blonde? What do you call
The yeah.
Gold, the gold.
The
gold,
gold one,
gold,
they're
okay.
gold. Yeah, gold.
them? Okay, but
I
they
thought you
vanilla?
meant flavor wise.
What are they flavor wise?
They taste kind of vanilla, but they're more like it's like a vanilla meets shortbread kind of thing.
Dude, I love the my favorite Girl Scout cookie. Now that you say it, I would go Girl Scout shortbread, and then I would.
That's
go
what I said. You could do
Yeah.
a shortbread or the golden Oreo. The golden Oreo is slightly sweeter than that.
Yeah. Do they make a maple Oreo? Maple syrup Oreo?
Probably.
Okay.
In
I think so.
Canada, right?
Oh yeah, that'd be a Canadian thing
So-
for sure.
I'm gonna yeah. Oh, Canada. Okay. So, Canada does some crazy things. I don't know if they're dipping Peeps in chocolate, but you were probably doing it before they were. I'm gonna be honest. with
Well, I don't know. I've never seen those.
you. Okay. So.
Well, they're not dipping the birthday. See, that's the other.
That's the classic. Oh,
No, that's not the classic.
this
Those
is
are the ones that
frontal?
sit.
Yeah, those are the ones that sit. Remember, that's why I
Frontal.
did the face.
Looks like-
Don't say frontal.
Yeah.
That's why I said the head thing.
This is classic marshmallow chick. Oh, because some of them are bunny and some of them are
Chicks.
chicks.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So
And it clearly says chicks.
There's
on
the one.
back.
So for Easter, they got a sour watermelon.
Yeah, but sometimes they put those out in the summertime too.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, what do we got? We got a party cake. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, but I call them birthday cake,
Okay.
but it's party cake.
Cotton candy. I think it'd be. I don't like marshmallows or.
I'm not a
cotton candy.
big cotton candy flavor fan.
You know why? Because I want your. Why do you not like cotton candy?
I think it's too sweet, and I don't know. It's just got a weird aftertaste.
Okay, is there not one specific thing? It's just the cotton candy in general.
Yeah, I don't.
Why
know.
do you like cotton candy?
I don't hate it, but you know that feeling sometimes you get when like you touch something and it like makes you grit your teeth.
Like when you drink a Coke that's kind of room temp.
No,
No.
Oh, that's the feeling on your
yes,
teeth.
yes.
but
Yeah.
I'm thinking more or less like you know, like when you rub your hand across like a blanket sometimes, and it like,
Oh
gives
yeah.
you like that shock for like not a static shock.
Mine is
Like when
pieces of cardboard rubbing together.
Or when you
Mm.
scratch a piece of paper.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
I get that with cotton candy sometimes
Yeah, I feel you.
because it's like really fibrous, you know.
Yeah, those are all. I mean, obviously they're your own personal.
Well, what
experiences.
were you going for then?
Dude, there was a time in my life where Bubblicious was just pushing the fucking cotton candy so hard. Remember the big Bubblicious?
Yes, I do.
And dude, they were just cotton candy, cotton candy, cotton candy, and like every ad was cotton candy. So every time I'd go to the store, we would get a cotton candy Bubblicious, and you start chewing it, and then immediately you're like Ace Ventura.
I did not get cotton candy. I got watermelon.
Oh, the watermelon, yeah.
I got watermelon. I did not. I don't know who
Well,
was
so-
getting that for you, but I got watermelon.
Okay, well, then that would make a lot. I mean, I enjoy the watermelon because it's kind of tart.
to me, it held its flavor longer. That's
The
why.
cotton candy Bubblicious is hands down the worst, at least for me. And that's
Well, they're
why I don't
doing
like
cotton candy full circle, by the way, because the girls love all things cotton candy, and I'm like, it's nasty.
Ugh.
But
Well, they don't eat Peeps, but they like other
They
things.
don't like marshmallows. Are you the only one that eats Peeps?
Yeah, in my house.
Hey, case in
Hey,
point,
that's kind of good.
my observations are confirmed.
But every year when I make Easter baskets, you better believe they're all getting colors. The color of Peeps.
Okay, so that's why they're selling some. That's why I'm saying people are throwing them away. They're selling so
Like you
many
said,
of
they
them.
buy them. They don't. I do consume them most of it.
Okay, but you're just decorating the basket. With
Yeah,
them. But-
because it color coordinates with their stuff.
and immediately the kids are like, "Oh, Peeps
Yeah, every time they're like,
We don't
Oh, here
like
you
the
go.
Peeps."
Yeah, so you're just buying them for yourself at that point.
yeah,
All right, so
they color
you're buying them
coordinate.
to decorate, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna get these back though. I'm gonna dip them in some chocolate.
Yeah,
Some
white chocolate. Mhm.
these are Easter seasonals, right? So you said sour watermelon comes in the summer also as well. Party cake is only this time of year?
No, you can find it more than just Easter.
Okay, but not at like a Big Lots where people aren't buying it, so they're just staying on the shelf.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So cotton candy, fruit punch.
And I've never seen fruit punch, but I really want to try those now.
Those look really new. So yeah, these
Okay.
are new batches.
Spring. Oh, that means they're probably in the store right now.
Probably, I would imagine.
Mhm.
Rice Krispie treats,
Yeah.
sour strawberry, and then blue raspberry icy. Couple of things I know we're going down some rabbit holes here. I would like the Rice Krispie. Ooh, excuse me. Sour strawberry, I think I'd be all right with. Blue raspberry. Why did they take the coloring out of the icy that was cherry? You know,
I
they're
don't
almost-
know,
they're
but
almost
that
all
sure
white
is
cherry.
killing my
Just-
childhood, though.
I just- You need that bitch to just stain everything that you're wearing.
That's well.
Now they're
no,
white.
I got a cherry icy the other day at the movies, and it was red.
What are you, 6?
Children.
They are delicious.
Actually, okay, it was actually a Coke and cherry Jack and Coke icy.
Okay, that's
Oh.
fine. Bro, you didn't have to come out and be honest with us.
Okay,
It's
well, because you were
I
taking
want
shots at me for being a child.
fine. All right,
So I kind of had to at that
but
point.
it was red,
Yeah, it was red and,
So I-
and brown like Coke.
but it's hard to find the OG red cherry ice.
They did at the gas station. Well, of course, where I live, there's not many.
Okay.
I mean, that's all we have. Nothing else, just gas stations. But they're not red. It's the white.
It's the
ones.
white. But does the white cherry taste like a red cherry? I would like.
It
to know.
tastes different to me.
It tastes different.
Maybe it's a
like
mind thing.
because it's
It
all
could be.
in my
What does that taste
head.
like? Red?
What?
What does that taste like?
Red.
Flavor?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked about this multiple times. It's like, what's your favorite Gatorade? Nobody says lemon lime. They go the yellow.
Oh, have
Yeah.
you not seen that thing? Because if you say the flavor, you're a cop.
Oh
And
no.
if you don't say that, then you're okay.
Oh well, then I'm obviously not a cop.
I wonder though if we ran through icy flavors with being able to see the color but not knowing the flavor, if we would think the white was the same as the red.
I think it does taste different.
But they also have like don't they got a pineapple or something?
Shit,
I know you love
tell
pineapple,
me, but
but-
I haven't seen it.
I just realized, is that a pineapple?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not a huge pineapple fan, but I know you would eat that icy, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
I'd
Okay.
probably eat that too.
So Dr. Pepper obviously is another flavor. These are delights. This looks
And
like
I
a
didn't
collab
even
of somebody.
see that. I didn't know these existed. Dr. Pepper, Rice Krispie treat. I didn't know
Sparkly Wildberry.
that.
That sounds like a production screw up. Is what that sounds like. Like put it in there and sell it.
That sounds like it's going to a little girl's unicorn birthday party.
Yeah, in a basket that nobody's gonna eat them. But all right, so that's
Call
Easter.
me, I'll do it.
So Halloween, that's always convenient. So we got skulls. They seem to be OG. We got ghosts. We got pumpkins. They're probably not pumpkin flavored. And then we have monster.
Monster.
Yeah, but I don't think that's not like that kind of monster.
Oh, I was like, God,
Just
they're giving us.
as if marshmallow and sugar wasn't good enough.
Yeah, we also
Stack them with monster.
taurine and all that.
Ew,
good
they
stuff.
made a monster?
No. It's just monster shaped.
Oh.
But one other thing that I would like to mention is, what would sell out like a bitch is if Peeps got on a whole different, if they were targeting a different demographic and there were Peeps Jello shots.
Mm.
Liquor injected
Oh
marshmallows
God.
Ooh.
to take on the river. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Oh,
To
God.
take on the river
No
just to keep it in my
shot.
house.
Okay,
No
well,
shot. I want to peep while I'm floating the river. No shot.
Yeah, but I don't want to peep every other day of the week, so why would it make a difference?
Well, I don't even think. I don't. Would you want? I don't think.
Would you want to peep
Like-
while you were floating down the river?
I don't. I know I wouldn't. Like.
If it was full of rum?
Oh, I don't think so. Like maybe if we were keeping them on ice. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you got to have them cold, because I can picture them right now sweating in the bag
Yeah.
and then just slowly dissolving.
It would just. Yeah. The marshmallow would just melt. It'd be like a bag full of s'more.
Would you eat a bag full of s'more? Would you eat a alcohol injected peep if you were floating the river or at the lake?
Yes.
Okay.
Even if it was like no shot.
So it sounds like to me,
Yes.
Oh my God, that just sounds like. I would be like, oh my, like. I would be high.
Obviously,
and
I would chase it with an ice cold beer, but yes, I would eat it.
now there's two things I don't think pair well together.
They don't, but
Peeps
I would
and
do
beer.
that. Is that a bacon?
Oh,
Oh, it's a gingerbread.
Yeah, and this, I thought you were talking about this stocking over here, because that looks like...
Oh, I was talking about that.
So, it looks to me like Christmas and Halloween, they're just taking the OG peep, and they're just putting it in... I mean, I guess gingerbread is flavored candy cane. I wouldn't be in for that.
Ooh, I hate anything candy cane flavored.
Whoa. Okay.
Even candy canes?
Yeah, I do not like peppermint.
What are trees? I guess... what if it just tasted like a pine tree? It's obviously just the shape of
Just
it.
tasted like
Ooh,
a
I wonder
bark.
if they did it like the Christmas trees, like the
The
little
snack cake?
Debbie's.
Yeah.
Probably not. Peep cannot nail that, but
No.
probably.
So long story short, there's a bunch of peeps out there. Go enjoy yourself. Homework for this week obviously is going to be making a. You said golden.
Yeah, golden Oreo cookie
Golden
or
Oreo
a shortbread cookie.
or a shortbread cookie.
Because their Girl Scout cookies are available right now.
Man, they do line up seasonally,
They
Yes.
are.
and you can
Ooh.
always get white chocolate.
Yes, you can.
Mm,
The almond bark or white chocolate. They melt differently. Read the directions. But yes.
yes, that's perfect.
That's
So
good.
go out and build one of those bad boys. I don't want to put you on the spot, but what would we call it?
A bad bitch.
A bad bitch.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was just
Maybe not. To me, that's what it would be.
a pureed peep. I just feel like if you're
Pureed peep.
I just feel like if you're heating that sucker up, that peep is just gonna blow up and then slowly start to melt.
Well, you
I don't
don't
think so.
heat it up. I think you get those
Just dip it.
chocolates nice and warm, and it marks its way.
Yeah, I've never imagine putting one of those on a fire. I bet you'd go up in flames instantly.
Oh, well, maybe.
Just
Yeah, just stick it over the fire. Just
All the sugar crystals.
just pop. Oh God.
all right. So now that we've, I'm glad that we did that because that was good for me. That was very refreshing. I think that was a fruitful conversation.
Yeah.
And now I know a lot more about Peeps than I did in the past.
Yeah.
All right, so we've talked too much already about Peeps, okay? But this brings me to a good question because I think this is a question that everyone should ask. Look at you! You had to sneak in a Michelob just to average the palate
Oh
out.
no.
All right, it is what it is. Listen, some of us hang a little better than others. You know what I mean? I like the way that your whole plan was just to rush through, so you didn't have to fucking drink anymore.
Hey,
Okay.
you know what? I'll give it to you though. You tried. You
No,
tried.
I mean you.
I drank a whole one.
But how much would you? Oh, but it's not nearly as bad as you thought, right?
It's not. But
Okay.
not nearly as bad.
So, we've talked enough about Peeps. I don't think that Peeps fall into this category. But, in my mind, aside from math and tacos, what is the universal language that you think all people of the world could speak if they were given a shot? And hold on, wait, let me... She's not about to send it. And why I say this is because math is the same. Doesn't matter where you're from, what language you speak, math is the same. And I think we can all agree, maybe tacos haven't made it to some, remote areas of,
Doubtful.
the jungle. But if they did, I shit you not, they'd be like, fuck yeah, I'll eat these.
I love these, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone speaks tacos, everyone speaks math. But what do you think? I want to ask you first, just because I just know she's already set up.
Man,
but you don't have to answer first. What else is the universal language?
Alcohol.
Okay.
Because it's everywhere. Even in those deepest parts of the jungle, they have their own version of that.
This is very true.
This is
Like
very
fermented fruit, wine, alcohol, liquor, all of it.
Yeah.
There's everybody, some platform, churches, jungle tribe, everybody.
Yeah, they do.
Alcohol
It's very
is some.
I like the way that's how she uses the spectrum. She's like, churches, jungle tribe. Doesn't matter.
Well, because I went from one spectrum to the other.
I know, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. It is true. Whenever you first brought this topic up to me, I was like, dude, I really don't think I can think of something right off the rip. And boy, man,
Dude,
you had
you
no
didn't
problem.
I didn't
You
even get
were
it out of my
quick
mouth. She was like, liquor, easily, liquor.
And it's true, though.
It is. I think you might have said alcohol, but...
But, like,
No,
you can go, I mean, you really can go anywhere in the world, and there's going to be some... Go to prison. They have prison alcohol.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
They're brewing their own wine and toilets and stuff.
Yeah, so that's a good one. But do you think that, and I guess this makes sense, everybody drinks beer, or not everybody, but a lot of people, a lot of different cultures drink beer, and there's different variations of it, wine, just the same, yada, yada, yada. But I would say, I'm more apt, if I were to see food in, some random Asian country, I'd be like, I don't know if I'm going to eat that. And it's a cultural thing, right? It's not that I'm being offensive, it's just I'm not going to eat that. But if I was over there and they were like, hey, we take these birds and we put them in a barrel, we let them rot there. It creates this alcohol. You want to give it a shot? I'd be like, yeah, I'll take a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's see.
let me see what that's about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Let me see if this is the comparative to my Miller Lite.
exactly. Is it great taste and less filling still nonetheless?
Probably not.
No, definitely not. But that being said, all right, alcohol makes sense. Do you have another? Did you think of one since we talked? About it?
Man,
No.
now all I can think about is alcohol because it's so true.
I was gonna say probably having intricacies that you don't care for about your spouse. Think about it.
Yes, a lot of people do. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've told this to Katie all the time. I'm like, I don't care where you're at. There is, to use your spectrum, right? Somewhere there's an extremely honorable, respectful, religious man that's like, I just don't like the way she stirs her coffee. You know what I mean?
Grandpa has said things like before.
Exactly,
And
right?
he is our extremely
Exactly,
religious
right?
man.
Right? But then right now there's some guy in a loincloth in a tribe somewhere that has never seen another complete other culture ever, and he's like, it's the way that she comes in late and tucks herself into the teepee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't care for that particularly.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably a universal language. Just the fact that you're always
Yeah.
going to have beef or intricacies that you don't care for.
No matter how little or how big.
Yeah,
It's just
it could be
there's always
huge,
something.
obviously, but it could also be very small.
There's just something about it. Yeah. Man, I don't know. Y'all have some good ones. I don't think I can come up with something really.
Yeah, I think those are pretty good ones.
Is there anything else?
I don't know. I mean, they're obviously the ones I thought of. Everybody uses the same math. Tacos is a little bit of a joke. I think alcohol is a little more fitting than tacos, but those, and then the spouse thing. I think that's pretty universal. I mean, obviously we could go down the awkward avenue of love and compassion and those things like that, but
Who gives a shit
I
about
don't
that?
know.
not everybody's in on those. You ever heard of serial killers?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a very niche group though. But I'm talking more or less I don't think a lot of there's some cultures that I don't think are very compassionate.
No, they're not. And so yeah, okay. So that yes, that does further prove the point. But I was going down a checklist now for things that serial killers do, and in fact do. Love, compassion, not so much. They do use math. They love tacos.
And
Obviously, they indulge in alcohol. Most of them.
most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you there's a longer list of sober rock stars than there are sober serial killers.
For sure.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah. I would think
Longer
so.
list of sober rock stars than sober serial killers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get. But you mean
Well,
like
most of those rock stars have to get sober at some point. Those serial killers are just like,
No,
screw
they
it.
just run it to the ground.
Yeah.
that's pretty fair. No, also, let's be honest with ourselves. There's probably more rock stars that are like that have people that are like, hey man, we need an intervention.
Hey, but you know what?
But like,
but
like
you're right.
serial killers, they probably don't have a lot of people that are like, hey man,
That
we should probably do something about this.
it does, but that brings me to a very interesting point. You know, let's say, for instance, rock stars, they live this crazy life, and yeah, I guess they're very creative when they're on alcohol, but they live this extreme life, and then they get sober, and like we know both sides of the story, because obviously they remain a rock star.
Yeah.
We know what they're like when they're super on alcohol. We know the ones that are cleaned up, but like how many serial killers clean up and then just stop killing, and we don't ever know about them because they don't ever get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
so we don't know
true.
them on both sides. Nobody's coming out and going, listen, yep, I used to be a director. I was a killer. But you guys can't hold that shit against me anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not a meeting where you can
This
do
is
that.
AA. That is all
Yeah.
confidential.
Exactly. That's not how it works. So I think we just have no examples of serial killers
It's
that got clean.
SKA.
That's good.
Serial Killer Anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? Dude?
Oh, there would be the FBI just stacked outside the door. They're having a meeting over here. Where's it at? At Denny's?
At
Denny's? Next thing you know. It couldn't be at a Denny's.
You think
I think
they're meeting
open
at a
24
Denny's?
hours. But nonetheless.
They're meeting at a dinner. I don't know. I feel like serial killers would be meeting at a Waffle House, if anything.
You can't, though. You can't have a serial killer anonymous meeting in somewhere that's public.
No,
It has to be anonymous.
well, I'm just saying for the sake of like, not a lot's popping off at the Denny's, but if some stuff pops off,
Bro, a lot is popping off not at a Denny's.
Yeah.
At a Waffle
Waffle
House,
That's
yes.
what he's saying.
In
Yeah.
fact, I think you have to be a serial killer to eat there. No, I love
well,
you.
well, count me in then. Invite me to the SKA.
I'm just saying.
I'm the ska.
There's a lot. There's a lot of things I think like why is Denny's wasting money on dishwashing? They're not
Yeah,
getting
that's
clean.
true.
No.
And I went. Listen,
Just save the
this
money.
listen. This is a point more about Waffle House than Denny's, but I went and ate at Waffle House just a couple months ago, and I hadn't been in so long.
Yeah.
They're the Waffle House, but let's be honest, we all go for the hash browns, right?
Yeah.
Their waffles are okay, but
Slap, stacked,
Oh.
crushed, and covered.
give it all of
Smothered.
it, smothered and covered and all
Yeah.
of it. But I was sitting there. I did order a waffle because I was craving a waffle. But I was sitting there and I was like,
How convenient.
well, I was looking back at because they have like 6 different waffle irons in there that they're using to make them.
I mean, obviously, it's the house. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I was looking at them and they were just like all overflowing with all the old waffle mix that are pancakes.
That's what I was about to say. Making them, not cleaning them.
And I was like, wow, that's gross. But damn, that's probably where they get all that flavor from. Baby. You know what I mean?
Well, if
So
you
it's like
think
when you-
about it, what is it, like 90% of their clientele are drunk people, and all the alcohol is going to kill any germs they get from
That's
any of
true.
the cookware.
That's
I
true.
do. It's also one of the rare places, I think, most locations, you can still smoke inside.
Really?
In a
Yeah.
Waffle House?
Yeah.
Wow.
True story.
I
There was a
didn't know
guy that I used to work with, and he would
I know the
frequent there.
employees do, but I didn't.
He would frequent there for lunch, and I was like, why the fuck are you going to Waffle House? And he's like, because you can smoke inside. And he would just go there, and he would read his book. Very educated, very, very intelligent individual. He would go there, and he would read his book, and he would smoke, and he would have a shitty hamburger, because you can do it indoors.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not kidding about the employee thing either, though. I've seen videos where, you always see videos of them on social media where people are getting in tussles in the Waffle House, and most of the time it's employees. Let's be
Yeah,
real
but
here.
most of the time it is warranted.
Well,
like,
yeah, it is.
Because there is a
Do you-
drunk dumbass in there.
Do you think that people are getting in tussles there because it's the Waffle House,
Just
or
like how
because
y'all
it's...
keep calling them tussles.
Well, I mean, they're not all true.
Squabs?
Squabs? Yeah.
Fight, just a
Scuff?
fight.
A little scuffle?
Okay.
But I feel like maybe it's
Boy.
not because it's the Waffle House in general. I think it's just because it's the only place open. where you can be legally intoxicated, right?
That's
Maybe that
true.
or a Walmart.
Also, well, you're not gonna
Oh,
fight
yeah.
at the IHOP.
Yeah,
though.
but IHOP's a little class.
it also,
It's crazy to put that, but that's a spectrum.
Yeah.
It's a little
Watch
classier.
out.
also though, like they're both sticky restaurants because they're both, a lot of syrup running through those
Both
places.
literally and figuratively.
Yeah, but
Right?
I'll be honest with you. I think an IHOP is stickier than a Waffle House
Hands down.
because, like, that's why no one's fighting an IHOP. There's too many things you could get stuck to. I think.
Yeah.
You're losing some.
It's hard to throw a right hook when it's stuck on a booth.
Yeah.
Hey, don't make me get up
So-
off this chair.
So
If I could.
that's what I'm saying. Someone comes in, Jeremy, you got some things to answer for, and he just trying to get up like cookies. Sounds like a damn sounds like
Off the
those
chair.
those Velcro walls.
Yeah.
That's the sound he was trying to make, I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I'm thinking of. He's like, oh, hold on now. I'm trying to slide out of that booth. Just sounds like he's trying to get off a damn Velcro wall off the Fantasy Factory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, what I think is so funny is if immediately you were struck in the face. If you were at a Waffle House or if you were at an IHOP and you were struck in the face with a fist, immediately, as soon as it hits impact, it becomes infected with whatever was already on that hand. There's not a chance that wound is not immediately just incubating whatever bacteria was on the human being that hit you across that face.
Yeah. No, there's no shot. Yeah, man. I hadn't been in the Waffle House in so long, and it was delicious, though.
No, dude. Every time I go, it's a great experience. and I'm not there usually intoxicated. It's just things. It's just open, and I go and I get it,
Mm.
But it's good for breakfast. It's good for lunch. It's good for dinner. Even though I'm usually eating breakfast,
Even if it's for lunch or dinner?
Yes.
Yeah. Do they sell, like, steak and stuff at the Waffle House?
I mean, steak's a relative term for what they're serving, I believe, but
It looks like a cut of meat
yeah, they
that could
do
be a
have-
steak.
and here I love the variety. They're like, steak. You want French fries with that, or do you want eggs and grits? And I'm like, I think
Yeah.
I'll do the grits today.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
though, I did eat there with another person, and it was like $13 for both of us to eat.
Oh yeah,
Very
So,
affordable.
Same exact guy, right? Yeah, I was like, "What are you doing over at the Waffle House?" He's like, "I just like to go there, read, smoke a cigarette, and eat a hamburger." And I was like, "Fuck it, dude! I haven't been to Waffle House in a long time." This was years ago, but I hadn't been to a Waffle House in a long time. And so we go over there, and he's like, "No, I'll get your tab." I'm like, "Dude, you're not buying my food, you know?" He's like,
Yeah.
"I'll get your tab." I had like a cup of coffee, a Diet Coke, a hamburger, fries, 2 eggs. He had whatever he had, and she came back. She was like, "That'll be $12." I was like, Jesus Christ. Again, that was like 8 years ago, but I don't think that their inflation is not impacting the Waffle House.
The Waffle House is a front. I'm thinking.
Nope.
They're doing some money laundering through that place.
They're
Did you
not
know, Sean?
Arby's bad, but they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
You know what I
What
mean?
is Arby's bad?
Oh, we've talked about this multiple times.
well-
There's not a chance that Arby's business is keeping them open.
That's
It's
true.
a front for something else.
Arby's is a parent company for like.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah.
But
Well, also, it is the only fast food place that is near my house. Like, it's right
yeah,
there.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Do y'all
true.
like? Do you do Arby's? Oh,
Yes.
oh fucking hey.
But I like the turkey bacon ranch sandwich.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But there are people that hardline Arby's. There's not a single thing there I would eat.
Oh,
And I'm like, are you
no.
kidding me? You ever dip those jalapenos in raspberry?
No.
Oh, the Bronco Berry.
Me,
That people hate it because people on the internet hate it and they just want to fit in.
I think that's
We've talked about that before here on here, I think, but
yeah.
it's true.
Stop getting on the trends. Do yourself a favor. Go get you a tetanus shot. Run out there to an Arby's and enjoy yourself a lunch.
Hey,
You know
don't
what I
do
mean?
the chicken sandwiches though. I will say that.
I've never had this.
Just
But you
let-
like
Olivia,
turkey?
Arby's is a roast beef place. Let's do that.
Olivia gets
Or
the
the
chicken
turkey.
sandwich all the time. Buffalo chicken
Oh
sandwich.
no, I got sick off that.
That's what she gets.
You think? But
To each
okay,
their own.
yeah. It could have been a one-time thing.
And their French
I'll give it
dip.
to 'em.
Woo-hoo.
Oh yeah, the French.
I don't know if
fries,
I've ever had the fruit. I'm a straight up beef and cheddar or a big Montana, like just generic.
Brent likes
Horsey.
beef and cheddar.
Give me the horsey. Give me the Arby's. I'm gonna slather it down. I want some of the what do you call it? Bronco berry?
It is Bronco berry
Okay.
sauce. It's
Yeah, also do. Maybe because it's beef. Why are all of their sauces and their shit cowboy themed? That doesn't make sense.
Well,
It's a big cowboy hat. Cowboys like meat, man.
Yeah, you're right. They got them. They got the meats over
They
there.
got all the meats over
we
there at
like
Arby's.
it. We did boycott
Not
them for a
sponsored, by
while.
the way, by Shitty Service.
No, they
'Cause that's
freaking.
par for the course.
Where do you go at Arby's and they don't have raw Arby's sauce? You are Arby's.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like the ice
Oh,
cream
sorry.
machine and Dairy Queen breaking.
Yeah, you're right.
Or McDonald's.
No,
Well, that was broken all the time.
Oh, yeah, I get
what
what
we're
you're
saying,
saying.
yeah,
I get what-
it's, yeah, it's
They're
like
like
showing
going
up,
like going to Sonic and they're like, sorry, we can't make drinks
exactly,
right
Yes.
now. Yeah, that's true.
pulling
That's
through a
good point.
Starbucks. We don't have any coffee, but it's like that.
Yeah, that is true.
But you can get that beef stacked a mile high. No sauce.
Damn, that's great. So okay, so you had an experience where they didn't have sauce one time, and so you were like, "We're not going back," even
No.
though every other time. they
No,
probably
no,
would.
no. It was like
A lot
we
of times.
tried for like a couple of days. No.
Damn.
Oh, we're still waiting on the shipment of Arby's sauce.
No.
Don't run out.
You got to vote to shut that bitch down for that day.
For no Arby's?
Yeah, no Arby's sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Chick-fil-A. I guarantee you, Chick-fil-A would be like, "Fuck it, box it up, boys."
We're closing
waiting.
it down.
Yeah,
Closing it down.
we got no Chick-fil-A
Although they could
sauce.
come over here and get all the
Yeah.
You're right. I bet you there's the location in town right now is going, "Oh God, we're out. I know a guy," and that would keep them in business for at least another 3 to 7
yeah.
shifts.
Oh,
They
for
would- They would have
sure.
enough, for sure.
Yeah.
They would definitely have more than enough.
So we're at the. Are we WWYBD?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so okay, you're not gonna do ratings. We talked about this a little bit earlier. You're not gonna do ratings,
Yeah.
but
Because I don't like it.
Okay, but I understand, but you still have to rate it even if you don't like it.
Okay, 0.
Okay, no, do you listen?
No.
It's an objective scale. It's neither here nor there. You don't get a rating, okay? But everybody has to have a WYBD. Do you want me to wait on you? You want to go last?
Oh, I don't care.
Do you already have your WWYBD?
Well, we already talked about it, so yeah.
what would you be? What would you be
I
doing?
would be if I was forced.
Okay, so
Oh,
that's
gosh.
a good.
Okay,
no,
yeah, no good.
Well, yeah, that's good because a lot of times if I get to a real bad beer, I'm like, what would you be doing? What would you be doing? And I would be like, not drinking this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But what would you be doing?
If I was forced, to me, the only way I can see drinking it, other than doing it with you guys, would be with the cake ball. That is the only way.
Is there?
And that's eating it. I understand.
No, that's
Sitting here, drinking it, eating it with that damn cake ball.
But okay, but would there be like a specific circumstance?
No, there's
where that would be
nothing,
the-
no breeze blowing through my hair,
No?
no toes in the sand.
You don't. So if you
Because
were
it's
to,
not a happy beat. Like, it's not.
because you don't enjoy it, you're not happy with it.
No.
Okay.
You just
Is-
have to be doing something else that you enjoy.
I
Like
want,
eating cake balls.
yes.
Okay.
And that balances
But
it
not
out.
cake balls at a specific place.
Just
Like, you
here
don't-
with
you
the
don't-
ones
No,
that
I
got.
get it. But here's I don't know if we even
I know what you're talking about. I've heard them. I've heard them before.
But I get this is the first time I've realized that like this is the way I think about my WWYBDs. Imagine somebody. I was gonna go with painting, but I guess picture is more fitting. Imagine you're somewhere, you're doing something, and somebody snapped a picture
Yes,
and they hung it on the wall. What would be? And this was in your hand,
I could.
but you don't. It would just be cake balls. A candid photo of you somewhere in your own home. Because there's
On the
a
back
gun to your
porch.
head, maybe.
On the back porch, just eating
Eating
cake
On the
balls.
back porch, eating the cake balls, smoking the cigarette.
Handcuffed
gun
and
to the
just
head.
forced.
You have to drink this shit.
Okay.
All right.
Now, if you asked me about a Michelob, that would be a whole different one.
Well,
But for
that's
you, I
something.
feel like there's a lot of BDs with that.
Yeah,
that one
you
could be
doing a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true.
Going to check the mail. Going to just anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
What about you? What would you be doing?
Oh shoot! I didn't have mine yet.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
this has
don't
been a
either.
rough one today.
I don't think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I see myself really doing anything doing it. I don't.
Peeps.
I don't know. Definitely not.
No.
I don't
It'd have to
necessarily.
be first.
I don't necessarily hate it.
No.
But I don't have a specific situation where I'm like, yeah, I'd be drinking and doing this, because we usually save this for the end. But like, I don't think I'm gonna buy it again.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like one of my favorite tasting things. Again, it's not horrible. If someone had it, I would drink it. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would go out and seek it. But you know, maybe it's for someone else.
If someone had it.
I just can't see myself doing something specific with it.
I agree. I don't want to use. Yeah, I don't think I would necessarily. We usually throw that in on ratings, but like, I definitely wouldn't go out and purchase it again. Now, if somebody asked me, like, have you had Buckle Bunny Citrus Cream Ale? I would say, yeah, I've had it. And they would be like,
It's
how
alright.
is it? And I'll be like, I didn't care for it, but you might. Like, it's one of those beers.
Yeah.
Like, some beers, I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Even if I think. And so for me, yeah, it's not something I would buy again. As far as fridge sitter, like, I mean, I would finish them.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna
But-
sit in the fridge.
Yeah.
I would finish it out.
I would let mine sit in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not a big craft beer
Okay,
anyways, though.
real quick question though. If for most of the beers that we have where we're like, oh, that's a fridge sitter, I'm not going to touch that again. The follow up to that usually is, would you jokingly convince the people that came to your house that it's delicious so that they drink it?
100%. Jason, all the way.
Okay, you would just convince him. This
Him.
shit is amazing.
I wouldn't even have to convince him. I'd be like,
This shit
you're
is
really
delicious.
going to like this. It's that nasty hoppy shit that you like to drink.
Oh, but this isn't
not
that
even
obvious.
But that's exactly what I would tell him.
okay. Just so that he does consume.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and after a certain point, he would still drink them. Even
Yeah.
if he didn't like
I okay. That's a good one.
That's fair.
I will stamp of approval that one makes. Not that I get to be judge and jury here, but that's stamp of approval. For me, I know this is going to be a get out of jail free card, and I don't think I've even pulled this one yet, and I'm just disappointed in myself for not having a true WWYBD. Again, I probably wouldn't get it again, but my WWYBD would be on a podcast. Because
Okay.
we're just trying to discover whether we like it or not, and letting the world know.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe you were more gun to your head on your back porch eating your rum ball.
We're not really doing that.
Yeah, that's a little extreme. I mean, I'm sure it could be arranged, but my thing is yeah, just for the sake of everyone else, understanding if I like it, if they like it, and if we don't talk about this either much, but if there are people out there that listen, it'd be nice to catch a comment every now and then. But anyway, if there are people out there that listen, it'd be very interesting if, like, based on your ratings and your feelings of a beer, if they like what you like.
Yeah.
So they trust more so what your rating is.
Yeah.
Or if they liked what I liked and they trust more so what my rating is.
Mm.
This one, guys, I would stay away from.
Can I say something though before you keep talking and
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember it? Okay, so this is one of those beers, when like even though you're feeling good, you got a good buzz, and you've run out of beer, and you're like, oh, I feel good at this point, I'll just drink whatever. I would still not drink that.
Really?
Wow. that's
Wow.
what
No,
you're
I would
okay.
do that with this one.
No,
It's not
absolutely not.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Sorry, I was just throwing that out.
No, that's a good. I mean, that's. I think that's another level of, like, is it a fridge sitter? Yes or no. And then this is a decision tree. Is it a fridge sitter? Yes or no. If it's a no, then obviously that takes care of itself. If it's a yes,
Yeah.
now do you convince your friends that it's delicious to eat it or to drink it? Yes or no. And then you have one that's even further,
It's just
which is, if you were already plastered, would you continue to drink it?
No way to get any more beer. This is your last.
No
leg and
liquor
you're
in the
feeling
house.
good.
Nothing.
Not gonna do it.
Okay.
Gonna throw in the towel and go to bed.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't feel it to be that extreme,
I
but you know
don't.
what? To each his own. That's why we as
Well,
she
we do
continues
this.
to pop it off.
I thought I'd.
Give it one
Yeah,
more
I
try.
thought I had to finish it. There's no gun to your head, but
Uh,
thanks for coming along. For the journey,
Yeah.
dude. Thanks for playing the part, for putting the pants on.
That's what it's about, getting out and trying new stuff. That's what we're always trying to do,
All
And
right,
I'm always trying new stuff, but y'all know how.
so,
y'all know how
okay.
new stuff.
Well, then a couple more questions before we get to ratings.
Okay.
So you don't. I mean, obviously, we know. your
Yes, I
foundation,
know
Right?
better beer than you. Go ahead.
No. So, what do you ever venture out and drink something else?
I mean, I'll try anything with an alcohol content at least one time.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's just with the hoppy. It's like, I don't know if it's the initial taste. It's like the whole thing. Initial taste, aftertaste, all of it. I have not found one that I can like not make this face with.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's fair.
But I mean,
Sometimes
so,
it's just not for everyone.
so when you go, like, say you're going to the store,
Mhm.
and I know obviously
I always look
selection
at all
for-
of them
Okay. Just
and
to
read
see.
them and be like, oh, this. But I'm scared now because like this citrus beer does not ring that way to me.
Yeah.
So, and then I've had some that Jason and Brennan made me taste, and then I go and I read them and I'm like, that is not gonna taste like that. I want to read it, and that's what
No,
it's gonna taste
I
like.
got you.
As a veteran, don't let the stouts fool you. They never taste like they're supposed to.
Well, and I think there's I mean, we've said that about many. The ghosts are very similar.
Yeah.
Like, I've had one where I'm like, oh man, this is absolute trash. Then I've had one where I'm like, this is gonna suck. And then I drink it and I'm like, not so bad.
Pretty good.
So I think it really just depends on. I just didn't know if you do any venturing out, because we all have our home base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll try it. Always try it. Probably gonna have to be forced to try it though.
Okay.
Okay. That's fair. All right, yeah. So it's time for us to get into the ratings here. Obviously, Meredith, you're not gonna rate necessarily, but obviously you aren't a big fan.
Well, she wouldn't necessarily need the categories because apparently it's a fucking 0 all the way.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do we do? I like the can though. Is that on there?
No, it's not a category.
No,
we talk a
but-
lot about branding, but
We do, but I don't think I would factor that into like the beer.
I don't
taste.
either. But I get what
But you
you're
like the marketing though.
I
You
do.
like the
Yeah,
marketing of it.
I
That's
do.
good.
It reminds me of a circa 1970s.
saying.
Yeah.
It does. Like, it's that 1970 vibe from it.
I
Yeah,
can get that. Yeah.
cool.
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
For entry, I have a 3. Aftertaste, I have a 3. I don't think it's incredible. I don't have any hate for it, but it's pretty middle of the road. It doesn't really get better, doesn't get worse. The body, I think, is one of the best things it has going for it. It's a solid flavor. Again, not great, not incredible, not horrible. Color, I have at a 4. I would almost give it a 3 because it is a little hazy and unfiltered.
Mm-hmm.
But you get that flavor from it, so that's okay, I guess. Bitterness, I have a 3. It's not exactly what I expect from a citrus type thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, all these things are just kind of like not great, not horrible, you know. Acidity, I have a little bit higher because it is a little citrusy.
Yeah.
Minimal.
Yeah, it's a little citrusy. I do get that grapefruit flavor.
But I think, again, I haven't had another cream ale, so it's very difficult to compare it to something like that.
Right.
But I do agree with, like, my score is drastically, again, different, like, use the different equation, but got the same answer.
Yeah.
Like, your acidity is lower compared to a lot of your other ratings, and I feel the same way about it. Like, I don't get a
Yeah.
lot of citrus, but I think acid content, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. And then my fizz, I have a 4. I had a few burps, not like a lot, but
Belches?
none of them were unenjoyable.
No.
For me. So my total is a 25. Again, not a fridge sitter, not a seek out beer. Someone offered it to me, I would drink it, not have a horrible time, but it would not be my first choice somewhere.
Dude, a couple of things I just thought about that we never include on Fizz. It's never happened to us yet because maybe we only drink them for an hour. But, what?
Go ahead.
But, you know, I think if a beer induces hiccups, it's going to get a bad Fizz score.
You think?
I think. I think. But, you know, either way, neither here nor there. Different equation. So, getting into mine. Different equation, but got a very similar answer. Hey, by the way, because we're in live, like, this is the first time I've been able to see yours, like, before I see mine, but, like,
Yeah.
by category in real time. So, anyways, entry, I have it at 3. Aftertaste, I have it at 3. Middle of the road, cream ale is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Body, I do have it at 4. I like the body of it. Very similar explanation as you gave. Color, I have it at 5. Because aside from the... Here we go. This could change, but I like it.
happens.
So, color, I have it at 5. Haziness is the only thing that's going to cut that out a little bit. Again, not that it needs to be clear. I mean, obviously, hazy could be something that just goes, you know, par for the course with the cream ale, but not necessarily what I think is perfect color. But I have a 5 nonetheless. Bitterness, I think we're right on scale. I think with it being a citrus, bitterness and acidity are very, very critical to kind of judging this beverage.
Yeah.
Bitterness, I think, is just middle of the road. Acidity, I do have it at 2, and not because it's a citrus, but like we talk a lot about when you drink something, it gets right to that cusp of like, oh shit, this is gonna be too much, and then when it dies off, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that was just perfect. This doesn't ever reach that climax, if you will.
Yeah.
However you emphasis that syllable,
Yeah.
it doesn't hit that cusp of this is all that it doesn't even get close to all I need and then mission critical and then drop off.
It's like trying to get to the top of a roller coaster, but you never get there.
Correct. I never get there. Right? With a good beer, you get to that roller coaster and you're like, oh shit. And then it drops off and you're like, thank you. But this doesn't even get the climb there. And then Fizz, I do have it at 4. I immediately started burping. It lasted throughout. They were comfort. A little bit of acid in the burp, but obviously I've been just wrecking some rowdy ass shit all weekend
Yeah.
as far as food is concerned. So
Yeah.
I can't blame it on that. My total is a 24 for this one.
Yeah. Very similar. Kind of no surprise there. We seem some of them we get far off, but some of them are pretty close.
Yeah,
For the most
we've yet this is something that we still need to answer, and it's in the notes that we got to get back to. But I'm very interested. We talk about DNA. Okay, this is a very great circumstance to explain this. we talk about DNA and just, do we have similar taste and similar taste buds because of our, like, what is it?
Genetics.
Genetics is one of it, but what is it, like nature versus nurture?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, is it because our nature, because of our genetics, that we have a very similar
No,
taste?
because you and I are very
okay,
different.
that's a very good point. Or is it nurture because of the journeys that we've had with beers and beverages over time?
Yeah.
Right? And I think genuinely, this as a collective, all three of us, is a nurture probably wins here, maybe?
Yeah.
In this case, yeah.
In this case.
I'd say.
But he and I are usually very similar. We've yet to have, like, complete divergent paths, I think.
Yeah.
That's why it's the nurture thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So, this kind of helps
Interesting.
answer that question, but we
A little
haven't
bit.
genuinely, yeah.
But we've always known she's not like a craft beer drinker much, anyways.
Correct.
But that's part of it.
But I'm sure there's things that you enjoy that you drink. Like, I don't like pineapple.
And that's true.
There's things
And
that...
we love pineapple.
See?
I love pineapple too.
So, that's nurture, maybe. Something
Yeah.
happened along the way. Besides
Yeah.
acid reflux.
I get that anyway.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. I can look like looking at this. I got it.
You see a pineapple getting cut up in the store, and you're like, oh god. Walk by, oh gosh.
Oh,
No,
Just hurts a little
that's
bit.
always a good reminder to me that I need to hit the thumbs aisle.
that's what heartburn, not acid reflux.
Yeah, same difference. I mean,
All right, well, we have gotten to that point in the podcast where I want to tell you to go follow us on social media on X and TikTok at Off the Tap Pod, and on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Off the Tap Podcast.
yeah, not sure. We didn't make the reference earlier, but and we didn't say anything about Buckle Bunny. But being from the bigger, better state, there's obviously a connotation that goes with Buckle Bunny. The last piece of homework for the week is go and Google that and just make sure not to click on images.
Don't.